Hello adventurers! I'm gonna do this as I go back to the car because it's just starting to rain and I was really hoping the rain would hold off. But I am here at the Serpent Mound Ancient Historical Site in Peebles, Ohio. It is an ancient burial ground. There's some contention whether it was the Adena culture or the Fort Ancient culture that actually built the serpent itself. But it's a really neat place. Little information on it. Okay. It was torrential rain and lightning earlier, so I'm just terrified. There's an observation tower there where you can see the whole mound. It actually goes from over here, kind of serpents its way, and then back around a little bit. But the coils line up with different astrological events. So some of them line up with the sunset and the solstice, both summer and winter. It's just really cool. I'll get more information when I'm not running from the rain. Well, the rain is definitely picking up as I head toward the car, but there is a small burial mound there behind the tree and a large burial mound there, well before you get to the serpent, which is back there. So, yay, rain. Okay, inside the car. I don't mind getting wet, but I mind my phone getting wet, so we're gonna do a little bit of background on the Serpent Mound while we're in the car. So the two burial mounds that are located near the Serpent Mound, those are actual burial mounds, and they know that there are people buried there. The Serpent Mound itself, they think was used more for religious or ritualistic ceremonies. May have been started by the Adena culture, or the burial mounds may be from the Adena culture, but they theorize that the Serpent Mound itself is from the Fort Ancient culture. And this is because a lot of the artwork from the Fort Ancient culture has a lot of serpents. It was a very powerful symbol in their culture, and so that's the theory behind why the Serpent Mound is probably from the Fort Ancients. And again, like I said with the Miamisburg Mound, these are all names that we have given them. We don't know what their actual native names were, what they called themselves. And some of you may remember the Adena culture from the Miamisburg Mound. They were a huge, massive area, so I am quite far from Miamisburg, like 3 hours, but still their culture is seen around, and there are different artifacts. I'll intercut some of those photos into the end of this video as well. But one thing I do want to note, the Serpent Mound, if you took it and stretched it out straight, would be over a 1/4 mile long, which is amazing when you consider that they're doing this with tools that they made themselves, not machine-made tools, and they're carrying the dirt by the basketful, and it's right on the edge of a crater. I believe the crater is attributed to a meteorite that struck in the area, but the mound itself is right on the edge of a crater, so there's actually where the head points, there's like a cliff, and I took a couple of pictures. I don't know how well you can tell the depth. Ooh, thank God I'm inside. That's thunder and lightning. Awesome. And that 35-foot observational tower is all metal, so really good that I'm out of the lightning. But yeah, so it's built like right on the precipice of this crater cliff. So it's just amazing that they took the time to do this. That's why we know it was very significant to their culture, because they spent a lot of time, and it is very well crafted. So they know it was something that was very important to the culture. Parts of it, as I was walking on the path, there's a path that's about a 1/2 mile long path as you go around it, and some parts of the mound were almost as tall as me, and I'm 5.5 feet, so it was just really interesting to see that and to see the effects of this work. So here are some photos.